Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing well. Okay, so we got the Queen of Swords out here. And the thing that comes to the forefront is integrity. I did a reading on it. Here. But I'm being guided to pull some cards first. I'm going to use this as a bookmark. Integrity. Redirect. Passion. Okay, so I'm instantly getting a situation where there is a feminine that is addressing a masculine about another feminine. Okay, this person has the assumption that this masculine would be interested in this particular feminine that they're choosing to speak on, and they want to abuse the situation in like as if they're speaking truth, so that the passions that they assume that this masculine has is redirected to them. 1 second, I'm busy. You have to say, "Excuse me, Mom." Yes, love. What's up? I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, so someone here wants to redirect a passion they assume a masculine would have or could have or has towards them. So they are choosing to leave another powerless to their truth, but it's not actually truth. Okay, it's a failed attempt to manipulate, to redirect some sort of passions here. And this is what happens when we have integrity and we seek the truth, right? We're able to see through things. Okay, the divine favors truth. Self-care in the reverse. So they wanted to say that you don't take care of yourself due to your passions. Okay, so I'm getting like passion, like sexual desire. Okay, so this is actually something that they carry within themselves. Whatever they're saying to this masculine is something that they carry within themselves. And that's why this is a redirect. Doesn't want to be exposed. That they've been like intentionally speaking their truth in order to suppress another. Okay, they could be saying that they don't want their secrets to be exposed, whatever. It won't. Your secrets won't be exposed unless you actually are in the position that this person is in, trying to redirect some sort of shit talk. Some sort of truth of theirs, but shit talk when it applies to whoever they're trying to put it on. Misdirecting these passions of not taking care of yourself because of some sort of something sexual here. Somebody doesn't want to expose that they've been misdirecting something. Bribery. So somebody was bribed to say this, to have this misdirecting, like directing in the wrong. It's just a lie, right? They're bribed to speak some sort of lie upon another. So the fact that they're redirecting this, not taking care of self sexually upon another, it's like it exposes them not wanting to be exposed for their truth, okay, trying to put it on another. And it also exposes them for not having a backbone, being very like-minded to be able to accept finances, to lie on another's integrity, or to lie on another's I'm kind of getting like sexual preference or like a sexuality. Okay, this person could be abstinent. I am abstinent. I've been abstinent for years now. Fraud in the reverse. So there is a fraud here who is passionately misdirecting this fraud upon another, the same person that they were frauding out. It just looks like it looks like this person is a hot mess. I'm getting passionate misdirect. Okay? A hot mess. Passionate misdirecting, a hot mess. So this person could be attracted. Okay, this person could be attracted to the same person they're talking shit about. Okay? That type of power within self, right? That power of addressing things as truth and prioritizing that, it is appealing. Okay, it gives you a sort of confidence. It gives you an ability to cut through bullshit, and that is attracting, that is alluring, because somebody in their power, they have a confidence about them. Okay, because they actually stand for something, they actually stand behind something. So the same person that's talking shit this is actually something that they admire about you, and they're misdirecting this sort of like I guess it's envy of that trait. And this is what fuels them to redirect, misdirect, bribe. Somebody doesn't want to be exposed as a fraud, and they will be. Okay? The fact that you not only frauded this person out, but then you turn around and attack them and called them something that you are, is like, or accepted finances to do this for another who is misdirecting the scenario. This situation is like, you brought the heat upon yourself. Like, you heated yourself out. You should have just left this person the fuck alone. And then they probably wouldn't have caught you, or it would have taken a longer time for them to catch you. But someone's caught here. Someone's trying to redirect something now. They're like, okay, so somebody's like recording something, like either a video or like a voice recording or some sort of bug. I don't know. It could be a listening device. I heard audio mirroring. Anyways, now they're trying to redirect something, like these people that they're talking shit to, okay, about this other person. They're now trying to gather the information and misdirect some sort of fraud here. So if you know that somebody's talking shit about some sort of fraud incident, and you know that they're trying to redirect this, misdirect this, okay, know that they don't have a backbone. Know that they don't really care for themselves or others, and that's why you can catch them in this type of behavior, these type of scenarios, these type of lies. And they are and will bribe others to misdirect this exposure. So they've been gathering information about you. Just in the case that if it just so happens that they get caught up, okay, they're gonna bribe and try to redirect with all your whatever you do. They're gonna expose you. Okay, is what I'm getting. I don't know why that was so hard to put together. Stolen data. So somebody wants to bribe a person who they stole data from, who they frauded out, who they stole from. Abundance in the reverse, like a lot of money. Who they've been trying to act like, be like, okay, with this stolen data, with this stolen information, personal information I'm getting. Because they wanted you to look like a fraud. So they're doing a bunch of fraudulent behavior under your name to misdirect this shit. Okay, they're also bribing people to have this be go underway. Okay, there could be other people who accepted briberies to misdirect something, and they don't want this to be exposed. Okay, trust me that this all will be redirected towards somebody else, okay? The person who bribed you. Obviously you're going to have your repercussions. Everything has a consequence, right? Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, but it's a bigger picture here, okay? It's a bigger picture. This person's been passionately doing this towards people for a very long time, misdirecting this shit, bribery, stolen data, stealing from people, not being exposed from it, and actually redirecting this heat onto other people as if they're a fraud and having them go down for it. So the divine is setting it up so that this person falls. Like it's that this scenario, this particular instance of these two people, or this person coming for this person, or this group coming for this person, they're gonna fall. Why? This person has integrity. Okay, integrity will allow you to cut through the messiest. Okay, this is reminding me of the reading, so I'm gonna read the reading. The Queen of Pentacles. I said Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords. So this person is the Queen of Pentacles. They're very grounded and abundant. Okay. And this doesn't need to be financially, but I am getting financially here. This is why this person was frauded out. But abundant in other ways too, where like they learn their lessons. That's why they're like this. That's why they address things like this. This is why they sit in a place of integrity, okay? They're like crowned with the truth. They learn, like I'm getting like this person is very like observational, like what's the word? This could be like a messenger. This could be a message. Somebody's like directing, okay, somebody's taking the data off of somebody else's device, so it's a clone device, and they're directing messages like as if they're some sort of, someone could be like trying to be a movie producer. I'm getting like a fog machine. Anyway, somebody was trying to sit on another's throne and direct some shit here. I heard conspiracy. This person's cold as fuck. Hard-headed. Okay, I'm getting that here with this concrete chair with the head on it. It's fucking hard-headed. Okay, they're trying to like direct another's freedom. Like they don't want someone to be free from this situation, from their lies, from whatever they tried to direct here. But it's like, bitch, that ain't even your seat. Like, you know, that ain't even your crown. Like, who do you think you are, directing somebody else's life, like, as if you're some sort of dictator within their life? It's like, no, this person sees you. This person's either gonna address you directly, or feel like it's not even necessary. It ain't even worth entertaining, because they sit in their truth, and that has a sort of power about it. That has a sort of mental clarity about it. Okay, they are living in reality, not your illusion, and then you are in this discombobulated, I don't want to be exposed, disillusionment, right? Not making the right choices because you prioritize other things above the truth. Okay, so we're gonna read the reading, and then I'm gonna get off of here. Okay, so this one's called Discovering the Powers Within the Full Truth. Okay, so when we prioritize the full truth, when we prioritize honesty, when we have respect for integrity or people of integrity, voodoo or like energy manipulation will always be a failed attempt. Okay, in all scenarios. The divine favors truth. This practice, this conscious decision will allow you to see through ulterior motives, okay? Because you have that intent of seeing the truth for what it is. okay? Because you have that practice of maybe at the end of the day or throughout your day, you are checking yourself. Like, what did I honestly do here? Right? Or what did I honestly think? Or what did that trigger for me to think? And then you're addressing things as they are. Okay? You're not sugarcoating things, you're not putting band-aids over things, you're actually telling yourself truth. And it doesn't matter if you make a mistake, you're still being truthful. Okay? It's still something that you've logged. Okay, it's still something you've have some sort of input about, right? It's something that you're actively addressing within self, okay, and outside of self in every scenario. So this practice of being a truth seeker, the real truth, okay, not whatever you pretty it up to look like when you speak to others, okay, but the actual truth, you're honest to self, okay. That's the importance here. That's the key thing here, is like being honest to self, and then being able to address yourself either with the presence of your higher power or your higher self, or anything, right? But like to make this conscious decision to seek truth. This will allow you to see ulterior motives ulterior motives in the messiest of situations, i.e. setups or abuse of power, people abusing their power. Okay? Very clear-minded, very decisive. Clear that. In the messiest of situations. Excuse me, sorry. I got a bad habit of spitting in here. Clear that. Thank you. All right. Because you're living in reality. Okay. Being in this energy demands for people to choose, to either stand their ground along with you, or to attempt to take a stand against you and the integrity that you hold, that you carry, which is then addressed as discovery. And then I heard, now I know. Now I know what you stand for, or what you lack thereof, right? And there's no coming back to this person. There's no coming back to me, or a truth speaker, or someone who prioritizes truth. They don't even have to speak on it, right? Because they can acknowledge it and keep it to themselves. Somebody who addresses things truthfully, honestly, okay? There's no coming back to that person. There's no coming back from that, okay? They will be forced to address the divine, okay, or themselves, or their higher selves, to figure their own issues out. Whatever allowed them to favor other things above truth. For example, love, passions, sexual desires, finances, career advances, power, disillusionment of others, personality, all these things, and every single one of these things could be healing in certain instances, right? Because even certain toxic traits, there's pros and cons to everything. So in many different scenarios, our toxic traits could be exactly what we need to use, right? So in every single one of these things, they could be healing in any instance, okay? Or something that we really desire. But we have to, if we want to see through things, illusions, voodoo, the truth, and how we take a stand once we see these ulterior motives should be a common everyday process. Like priority one in all experiences in life. Okay? And this is how targeted spells, Okay, so say if they do voodoo on love, and you prioritize love and that desire to have a love before you prioritize truth, that person can throw voodoo on themselves and be the love of your life in illusionment. Okay, you could waste so many years. Maybe they only wanted that love for finances, and you put your desire of love before your desire of seeking truth, the full truth. That witchcraft can work. Okay, if we keep priority one, the full truth, in all experiences, these spells can be registered as a ritual that someone or many someones use to overpower, to demand their ulterior motive or their misdirection, misconception, whatever they're trying to direct. Okay, it's an illusion. They can put a spell on their personality and have you fall in love with their personality, like, but it's not the truth. And if you prioritize the full truth, you will see that. You will register it as a fucking dance monkey, right? Monkey brain. There was a YouTube short. My son was watching YouTube shorts. And there was a scenario of like these scientists like testing on monkeys, like there's something about like a banana being put I don't know, somewhere high, and then there was a ladder going to it, and whenever these monkeys would climb up the ladder, cold water would like pour onto them. So then none of the monkeys went up and got those bananas, right? No one captured those bananas because nobody wanted that ice cold water on them. Okay, and then they would change the monkeys out. Periodically, they would change the monkeys out. And that one monkey, the new monkeys, would want the banana, and the other monkeys were like, no, don't go on the ladder, like trying to like push them away from the ladder so that the cold water wouldn't go onto them. Okay. And then pretty soon they like had it, all the monkeys, the first monkeys that found out that cold water pours onto them, they had all those first initial monkeys out and all new monkeys in, but those new monkeys still didn't go up the ladder because of that grouping of, you know, warning, something's going to pour onto you, that ice cold water. But these people, they never experienced it. These monkeys, they never experienced it. They were all new monkeys, but it's still that influence that carried on. Nobody wanted those bananas, and they didn't even know why they weren't going up that ladder to get those bananas, but they just didn't. It was just knowledge that you just don't do that. Judgment. It was just like taboo, I guess, you know, something. I'm getting like taboo, judgment, taboo. There's a group of people here who there's some sort of like chemist here. There's some sort of chemist. This was supposed to call judgment and have someone in the hospital. Someone's just waiting. Somebody's angels are like giving someone a blood transfusion when they sleep. Someone's angels are like purifying their blood when they sleep. There's conflict and drama about what was given here, whatever this chemist had. I'm hearing cooked. What the fuck? Okay, this group of women. Cooked. Okay, the idea that you want to cast judgment upon another, okay, where you decide to be a chemist to cause conflict, okay, and then just distance yourself and watch from a fucking distance. through somebody, it could be through somebody's channel or a hacked device. Somebody's like manipulating data so it could look like someone has received the message. Okay, so these, yes, that's accurate. Okay. So these people are able to rewrite call logs, rewrite messages, okay? Be as if they had responded back to a message or as if they didn't, okay? They decide what gets put out. So say if somebody messages me or calls me, they can choose to redirect that message or create an entirely new scenario where they are, say, me or whoever they frauded out, and this is what's being received. And it's something that would cause conflict. Like, it could be them acting as me and acting real judgy and fucking bitchy and fucking chaotic, and that's just not me, right? It's something completely fraudulent, completely written. Somebody paid to give a conflicting message, judgment. This could be a message to a judge or like some sort of contract. Somebody wanted someone's content to be taken down, like some sort of misconception about what it is that they do. They gathered to do this. Okay, because they're conflicted about you. They're conflicted about the lies that they created around you. Okay? And your energy within itself is like you being a product of your experiences in life, okay? The lessons that you've learned and the way that you're able to convey it to others. They feel like this in itself is judgment towards their lies, their conflict, whatever they said against you. I'm getting in the court of law, or will be in the court of law. Yeah, see, they're watching this. They're studying what you do, the product of what you do. Okay, they can see that you've studied what they've partnered up to do. Okay, they're also trying to see who connects with you, who sees eye to eye with you, and then presents something else that will be conflicting to them. King of Pentacles, because of their finances. Ugly. Tower moment. They want it to be presented as if like somebody's fucking lusting over someone. Someone's lusting over someone because of their stability. Okay, this doesn't have to be financial stability, but it's like groundedness. They know their shit. Whatever they do, they know it well. Okay. They're panicked. Okay, so they want to address something that would have this person in some sort of panic. Okay, that would have them really studying, like over analyzing some shit. That is something that they actually do. Yeah, betrayal. Partnered up to betray, to kill. Okay, so they could have been doing this to two people that they've been stalking. Okay, or it could be like me, the person that they frauded, and then King of Pentacles, any King of Pentacles that they thought see eye to eye with me. So it could be me that they are I'm getting trying to poison here, and then any King of Pentacles that they assume has interest. Damn, these people are trying to poison a lot of fucking people. Poisoned. That's the truth. This is a choice of theirs to change some sort of fate, some misdirected fortune. This is like somebody wants to change a statement. Okay, they're panicked about this because of the truth about a betrayal. They could have changed some sort of like insurance, like they could have gotten insurance upon a child, or this King of Pentacles themselves. Okay, this could have been a lie. This King of Pentacles could probably not even know that this type of life insurance exists, or this document exists. Somebody's addressing the full truth, okay? And they're recognizing that anybody who entertained this was dealing with the cops, or I'm getting Libra energy, justice. This person feels like they play out street justice, but it's like, if it was really street justice, people would see the truth that you betray people, that you actively lie on people and try to kill them and change some sort of fate here, finances. That you are the disturber, that you are the one deserving of this justice, this street justice. It's like, what the fuck? Someone's warped. Somebody, I was going to say Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. It's justice that this person sits in integrity. Okay? Like this is the instance. Everything that you've done in the past up until this moment, this is the instance. This is the scenario. This is the person that you come up against where there's actually justice. This person that you try to lay to rest, that you try to murder, is the same person you're going to be panicked about. And you're going to wish you did something different. Wish you didn't attack this person. Wish you didn't cause conflict for this person. Wish you didn't try to brainwash and fuck with some sort of data here to have another seem immature. Someone's also panicking about a poisoning of a child. It's justice that you feel that fear. It's justice that you feel that uneasiness. It's justice that someone won't let it rest. Because there's other people that would see this scenario and they wouldn't let it rest either. Okay? You need to sit with that mental conflict until something comes of it. And that's what you deserve. That is justice. It's justice that you panic about this. Okay, for as long as you have to. As long as you drag it on. Panicked about an arrest. It's like, damn, oh shit. Oh, that's why. That's what this is all based off of. Oh, someone called you out on this. Someone called you out on this for being a fucking kid killer. So then you started a false investigation upon them. You had them looked into with these lies, with this changed data, with this hack device. It's like, that's where it comes from. Okay, people are seeing this. People are seeing your manipulation. Like, that's where it all started, wasn't it? Group collaboration. Cult. People won't be standing by you anymore. They see someone as authentic. Someone's story was always addressed factual, like actual factual. Okay? You neglected this person and you collaborated to seem authentic. Like whatever you forgerized, whatever data you manipulated, you wanted it to seem authentic. And that's why you'll be sitting in the exact position that you wanted this Queen of Swords to be sitting in. Boom, there it is. By any means necessary. Confident, someone boastful about this. Okay, someone could be actually very aesthetically pleasing. Someone's angry. Someone's pissed off that somebody else is aesthetically pleasing. This person doesn't care. Okay, this feels they're wanting to snake this person. Somebody's confident in what they're up against. Somebody's also confident of the protection that they have from the divine. Okay, I'm getting a ritual. There's a ritual that's going on right now. Understand that it won't even hit me. It'll instantly hit you. Okay, it's not even going to come my direction. Okay, it'll like a revolving door. Okay, I've gotten this before and it's like someone's winding up to fucking kick something. Okay, and that kick, I'm getting inertia. That kick is the same force that's going to kick you in your ass. Okay, so you think that pain's going to be inflicted upon someone else. And that pain is the pain for you. Like that's the boot. That's what's gonna boot fuck you. Okay, for oppressing someone by any means necessary, being their rival and being really bold about it, as if like, of course you would if you can manipulate the truth, manipulate data, right? You can't destroy this person. This is what makes you angry. Inaccuracy. So the exact reason that you were snaking someone is a lie. False information, false news, false evidence, tampered with, inadmissible. So the real reason is you trying to protect yourself from something you've done prior. Okay, 1 + 1 = 2. It's not fucking rocket appliances. And they'll understand where it goes back to, where it started. And it's something to do with a change of fortune and a poisoning of a child.